Okay. Thank you for choosing Safe Space Counseling. Today I'll be your counselor, Mr. Iyer. Today we're going to go over the professional disclosure statement before we get started. And if anything you want to talk about after we go over this statement, feel free to speak up. And if you have a problem with me, say it. I'm currently a senior at Pfeiffer University, and I'm studying criminal justice. I am not a counseling or psychology background. I am doing this as a class to broaden my horizons, and I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart for you. We will be using a sort of psychotherapy, and it's not easily described in general statements, and it varies depending on a person's personality. I do not have a background in psychotherapy, and I will not be diagnosing you with anything, so don't worry about that. And if you feel uncomfortable or unsure about telling me something, do not feel pressured to tell me. You don't have to tell me anything you don't want me to. You will not be charged. This will be free. And I am following a confidentiality act, so anything you tell me, unless you are going to harm yourself or harm others, I am not going to tell anybody and will not leave this room. Though you will see that I am recording this session and you may see me taking notes, that is only for my benefits and my research while I'm getting to know you. You do fall under the HIPAA Act, and you are over the age of 18, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we will not have to inform your parents or any legal guardians if something comes up. It will be strictly you and I talking about these things. If you feel the need that you want to discontinue our sessions at any time, just tell me. And if you feel the need that you have to cancel a future session, give me at least 24 hours so we can reschedule. Do you have any questions?
I do not.
Awesome. Let's get started. So, what brings you here today?
Well, I'm upset and I'm very confused. The people that live above me in the apartments think that it's a great idea at 12 o'clock at night to play soccer
Oh.
in their living room. And the walls in the dorms are very thin, so I can hear everything that happens. And I'm just very confused on why they do it, and I'm very upset about it.
Okay. So you feel a feeling of like anger
Yes.
and aggravation and all that
Yes.
when it comes to them playing soccer at midnight on weekdays?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Have you confronted them about that?
Multiple times. Because I know the people who live up there, so I'm not afraid to confront them.
Yeah.
But when I do, they're like, oh, we'll take care of it, but they never take care of it. They just keep on going and going and going.
And is it getting worse? Is it staying the same?
On the weekends, it's worse. It's not horrible, but it's noticeable. And even when they're walking, they stomp everywhere that they have to go, so it like vibrates our ceiling and our light bulbs. And I just am baffled at the fact that they don't have any regard to us downstairs.
Do your roommates have a problem with it, or are you the only
Yes.
one? They
Yeah.
do too. Have you said anything to like an RA or
No,
anybody in charge on the campus?
I haven't, just because of the fact of, they're walking, and if I do ask them to stop, they usually stop, but it'll pick back up, and so I just have to like keep repeating. On the weekends, I'll talk to the RAs about it, but nothing's really ever done because they have a lot of parties in their room, so it kind of just equals out.
So, I understand why the walking is normal, but like playing soccer at midnight when you're trying to sleep or trying to study or just trying to decompress from the day of annoyances, that could get very aggravating. And have you tried telling them that, hey, this is really bothering me, or you just been, hey guys, can you stop?
Well, I've told one person, and this is the one person that I used to be close with, and I told him about it, and I was like, listen, like, I can hear everything that you do. Can you stop? Like, do you mind? I'm trying to study, or anything like that. And he usually, like, keeps it down, but like I said, he keeps it down for like an hour or two, and then it kicks right back up. But I think the next step is me having to go to somebody. I just really don't want to resort to that because...
You don't want to get them in trouble?
Exactly. Because they are my friends, and
Yeah.
my other friend does live upstairs with them, And so I don't want to end up getting her in trouble when it's not her that's doing it.
Yeah,
So,
because that could cause problems down the road.
yes, exactly.
I could see how that can be a predicament. Like, I don't know.
It's really bad on the weekends when they have parties and they turn up their music
Yeah.
and the bass, it'll like lift my head up off my pillow at night.
Really?
It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible, and it drives me up the wall.
Do you go to the parties ever?
No,
No.
nope. Well, I do. In my pajamas, I march my butt up there and tell them, hey, listen, trying to
Yeah.
sleep, and they'll turn it down, but
And
the
this
bass.
is in Newhall, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of parties in Newhall.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see how it's getting annoying.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be annoying if it wasn't an everyday occurrence.
If it was like once in a blue moon.
Yeah, or like I knew that, hey, they're having like a team meeting or something like that, because it is a bunch of soccer players, but it's only a handful of them, and it's just
Yeah.
annoying.
They get away with stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
No resentment or anything.
Nope. I
That's another
understand.
story.
Yep, that's another session.
Well, what else is bothering you?
Nothing's really bothering me. I just have a lot on my plate due to volleyball and having to juggle schoolwork with volleyball, with my internship, and it all comes together at one time and really stresses me out.
What do you feel is pulling you more towards it?
Probably my schoolwork. That really kills me. I know I don't have much of it. Like my roommates don't have a lot of homework, but I have a lot more in-class stuff that I have to take back to finish or something like that. And then I go straight from schoolwork to volleyball, so I don't really have time to do it.
Yeah.
And so I don't really find time to do it. I don't really care to do it, which is really bad, but I just kind of go with it.
Do you think volleyball is like getting in the way, or do you think school's getting in the way of volleyball?
No, I think volleyball's getting in the way. Because volleyball's not going to pay for me after I get out of college. So I'm not really like 100% concerned with, oh, I need to go to volleyball, I need to do this, I need to do that. I'm more like, okay, I need to go to my internship and I need to get my schoolwork done because that's what's going to pay the bills once I get out.
Yeah, right.
So I'm more leaning towards I need to do schoolwork and my internship, and I'm more like, okay, volleyball can wait. So I'm trying to figure out how to
Has
do
your
that.
season started yet?
No, no, it starts in the fall, but
Oh,
we
so
have
you
a
already.
spring season.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. So we have practice and workouts, and we have to work the men's volleyball games, which takes up from 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock at night.
That's a big commitment.
Yeah. So, and we don't see much for it either. Like, we don't have the uniforms or the attire that like other teams on this campus has. So it's kind of like oh, well, I don't get this, so what's the point of me going to work it for 5 hours if I'm not getting anything from
So
it?
you kind of feel like you're forgotten
Yeah.
or not appreciated
Yep.
because you're not a spotlight sport team.
Exactly. I don't wear cleats, so I don't get the good attire.
Some pretty famous volleyball players, though.
Yeah, there is.
I don't know. You could. Have you talked to your coach about it? Because this is your senior year, right?
Yeah. I don't really get along with him like I should. We kind of like butt heads a lot. We're like the same. I'm hard-headed. He's really hard-headed.
I thought he was like everyone's best friend.
Yeah, no. No, that's not it. That's off the record. But he's not. I mean, we don't really talk to him unless we have to. I know that sounds really bad, but he coaches the men's program, so he's busy. We're busy.
He's more dedicated to the men's.
Yeah, he works more with the men, and we're kind of just like left out in the dust. And he knows that because we've confronted him about it, but it's not like anything changes.
Yeah. So what do you think you're going to do? Are you going to finish the season out? Are you trying to get away from it to focus on school and internship? Because I know you're doing an internship with the police department, and you seem to be liking it.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it out, and then I go through BLET in January of next year, and that's just kind of like what's getting me through it. Like, oh, volleyball is paying for some of my schooling here, so I might as well finish it out.
Yeah.
I'm a senior, just go finish, have fun, and then once January kicks, I'll completely drop it and go.
Because you won't have time for it.
Yeah, I
anyway.
won't have time with BLET, so that's what I'm going for right now.
Awesome. Do you have any questions?
I don't.
Well, thank you. We'll have to reschedule.
Thank you for having me.